Jason back again for day 13, another day of the video. Let's just roll in, see what the topic is. Picking from the magical wheel. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Generate anything, no dancing. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm going to get comfy here in my seat for a minute. Let's talk about dancing and what that means. It sounds like a silly topic. Salespeople always kind of wonder what I'm referring to when I talk about no dancing. So here's what dancing sounds like as a salesperson talking to a prospect. And this is tough because I'm talking to myself. So you just got to imagine. So imagine you just asked me a question, Mr. or Mrs. Viewer or listener of this. You just asked me a question about, let's say, pricing. Okay. So you asked me a pricing question. And now I'm going to answer. Well, so our prices are very flexible. We have many different options. We have a 12-month, you could pay in advance, or we have a monthly fee, but don't worry about that. We'll figure it out. There's lots of different options. We can do different things. And if you're curious, our company's been in business for 15 years. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you want, we can go on Google and I can show you all of our positive reviews, and we have testimonials. I sold somebody last week and blah, blah, like blah, 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 blah. Why do I call it dancing? Because it's like this verbal dancing montage of random crap that's coming out of your mouth that is just kind of dancing and moving and trying to evade the question or confuse the person or overcome their issues by throwing so much stuff at it. Like, as they say, like everything in the kitchen sink. Here's what's happening at a base level, right? Because this is the important part, is the prospect asked you a question. You kind of answered it. You're afraid of that question. Maybe you've been burned by that question other times in the past where you've answered it and then lost a deal. And so you're afraid of answering it. You're afraid of really addressing it. And because of those insecurities, because of those issues, you just keep talking. You just keep going. You don't stop. It started with pricing. Next thing you know, you're talking about Better Business Bureau, reviews, testimonials. Would you like to talk to my manager? I can get them on the phone. And all kind of in this one long kind of speech without breathing, most likely. But it doesn't make any sense. Where it started and where it stopped, there's no relationship to it other than insecurity and concern from the salesperson side, where they're just throwing a ton of information and hoping that the prospect forgets what they asked and is willing to move forward. If you're a manager or an owner watching this or listening to this, if you listen to your reps, you can hear them. You can hear them do this. The problem is at the end of this monologue, at the end of this dancing, this verbal dancing they're doing, they're not any further ahead with the conversation. I guarantee that sale, if it does move forward, it's not going to be a very happy customer because they didn't actually get their question answered. But generally what happens is it doesn't result in any closed deals. And so you've got to make sure you don't do that dancing. You've got to understand where it's coming from, why it's happening. And if you need help with that, or if you want to talk about it, definitely reach out to me. But the key is understand when you do that, where it occurs. So make sure you're listening to your calls or watching your meetings or some kind of recording of your meeting, or have someone give you that feedback. But where does that occur? Where are you doing this verbal dancing and trying to avoid what actually was asked? And then why is that occurring? Where is that coming up for you? Where is that coming from? What happened in the past, or why are you doing that? Or what do you need to know to feel the confidence in answering the question as it is and not doing this verbal dancing? So hopefully that helps. Please, 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 please make it your goal and your focus here in your sales career to not dance with your answers. Somebody asks you a question, answer that question, keep moving forward. Don't feel like you have to do these things. So watch out for that. That is a big killer of sales, especially with people who are order takers and are struggling with consistent success. This is one of those things that shows up a lot. So hope you enjoyed that little different perspective, and I will see you in the next video.